I'm drinking water. That's how serious this is. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are kind of following up my Never Have I Ever video that I did recently here on my channel. If you guys haven't watched it, it's juicy. We get into some great details. If you guys want to watch that, I highly recommend you watch that video first before watching this one. I will throw it up in the corner right now so you can easily click on it. But in today's video, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail and my nerves, today we are going to be answering people's assumptions about me. Now, this is kind of similar to the Never Have I Ever video that I did, but basically on my Instagram, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, insert shameless plug right here. Follow me on Instagram, you know, all the good stuff is on there. So I asked you guys on my Instagram stories to give me all the assumptions that you have about me. It could be anything, and I'm going to tell you if you are correct about your assumptions or if you are very, very wrong. I kind of peeked through the questions before I started filming, and a lot of you guys know me really, really well, and some of you just assume some crazy dumb shit. So I'm just going to go through and read them, react to them, tell you if you're right, tell you if you're wrong. So let's go ahead and just get down to the dirt. So the first one is from XO Terra Bear XO, and they said, I assume that you are way younger than you are. Well, I don't know how old you think I am, but on all my social medias, I am 25 years old. That is not a lie. I was born August 23rd, 1993, so this August I will be 26. I have no reason to lie about my age. I am definitely very truthful about how old I am. I'm definitely 25. I'm not any younger or any older than that. So I don't know if you think I act younger than I am or I act older than I am, but yeah, I'm 25, girl. The next one is from BreeAnn Blackburn _13, and they said, you don't get along with people well. And that's true, but kind of not true. It kind of depends who the person is. There are definitely certain personalities that I don't like, and there are certain people that I don't like to be around. That is definitely true. But I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I try to give people a chance, and if I happen to not like them, I don't say it to their face. I just don't hang out with those kind of people anymore. But I don't necessarily like people, but I don't really dislike people, if that makes any sense. The next one is from, I can't pronounce your username, I'm sorry, but they said, I assume that you are a lesbian. And no, I am not. As far as I know, I am definitely 100% straight. I like men. I've never been sexually attracted to a woman before. I've never been intimate with a woman before. So I'm definitely not a lesbian. The next one is from Allie G, that's me, says, I assume that you come off as a badass, but you are really sweet and shy. And I actually got a lot of these like this, and you are correct. I am the nicest, the sweetest person ever. I will treat you like so well until you piss me off. I'm the kind of person that I will be your best friend, I will be your ride or die, but if you do something to intentionally piss me off, or you piss me off in any way, I will turn into a bitch. I would consider myself a bitch, but I wouldn't consider myself a bitch like all the time. It's only when you piss me off. I am really sweet. I am very, very shy. I don't talk a lot when I'm in a group of people that I don't really know. I'm just kind of like awkward in that way, but when you really get me going and make me mad, that's when another side of me kind of comes out. So you are kind of correct on that, that's for sure. The next one is from Steph.Fano11, and they said, I assume you tend to be kind of a loner and don't open up to people easily. Yes, you are correct. I am definitely a loner. I am definitely introverted. I don't like to go anywhere. I don't like to do anything. I am definitely most comfortable when I am by myself at home, and I don't open up to people easily just because. And I feel like this is kind of like a Virgo thing, but I won't give someone the time of day unless I feel that they're worthy of it, you know? I guess hopefully that makes sense. I really only open up to people that I truly deep down really, really care about and people that I want to see that side of me. But I'm definitely more of someone who likes to just keep to themselves, you know, door shut, blind shut, like no interaction whatsoever. The next one is from Popular Berry, and they said, I assume that you do not like cats. It's not that I don't like cats, it's more or less cats don't like me, and I don't know why that is. I would like to have a cat, like, sometime in my lifetime. I'm definitely more of a dog person. I wouldn't say I hate cats, but I'm definitely not, like, the biggest fan of them. Like, if I could choose between having a dog and a cat, I would definitely choose having a dog. And I just really haven't found a cat that I would want to spend the money on to take care of. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but cats just don't like me. Like, they fucking hate me. The next one is from sexy_little_psycho4 something something something. They said, I assume that your bowels look like you eat Taco Bell. Oh, girl, no. Sometimes when I eat too many taquitos, yes, but no, I'm actually not that big of a fan of Taco Bell, and I don't eat it that much. I think it's overrated, and I think it's actually kind of gross. The next one is from Renell_CYR_spam. They said, I assume you want a new job because you secretly hate yours. False. I actually love my job. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some days where I'm just like, oh my god, like, fuck this place, like, I just want to leave, I just want to walk out, I want to be done. But honestly, I love going to work. And I know that sounds weird. I mean, I don't necessarily like getting up at 3 in the morning, but I love my job. I love what I do. I'm a barista, for those of you who may want to know. I don't make a ton of money there. It is a minimum wage job, I guess you could call it. But I actually like my job. I don't hate it at all, and I don't want a new job. I'm happy with what I have right now. The next one is from _Alice and Kaylee. They said, I assume you're still secretly in your scene/emo phase. Love you, Bree. I love you too, and all the time. Heck yes. Like, there are days where I'm at home and I just, like, turn on some emo music and just, you know, cry about my life. Like, I loved the emo scene days. Like, I kind of wish they would come back. Like, it was just such a fun style, and heck yeah, I miss those days. They were so awesome. The next one is from Dakota Steele 1994, and they said, I assume you make up excuses so that you don't have to socialize with people. True. I do that more often than not, especially if, like, I make plans with somebody and the day gets closer and closer that we made those plans. I will literally try to come up with some kind of excuse not to go, just because, you know, like I said earlier, I'm very much someone who likes to just stay at my house. I don't really like to go out that much. I mean, I do go out and I do have fun when I go out. So yeah, I've definitely done it before, and my best friend, she's very free-spirited, she's very adventurous, she's very lively, which is like the total opposite from me. And she will invite me out to certain things, but she never expects me to say yes, because she knows that I would just much rather be at home rather than go out. But she does still try to invite me, and I go out with her as much as I, like, can handle it, but I am very socially uncomfortable and very awkward. The next one is from Tabitha_Bolender7, and they said, I assume that you're a badass and would be fun to party with. True. When I do go out, when I do let loose, when I do have fun, I'm a blast. And I don't usually like to, like, toot my own horn, but I'm so much fun to party with. I'm so much fun to drink with. Like, I love getting drunk with my friends. It's a lot of fun, so I wouldn't say that you're wrong on that. I would definitely, and I have to be in, like, the right mood and the right mindset to party. You know, like, I can't just, like, on the whim of my seat just go out and, like, party. Like, I have to be, like, in the right, like, I have to be in, like, the party mood. Like, I have to have my nap, I have to have my taquitos, I have to look bomb. Then I'm ready to party and break it down. The next one is from Jana.ww, and they said, I assume you don't care what other people think of you. And yes, you're right, to a point. There are certain things that I do kind of get very uncomfortable with, and the one thing is my height. I am very, very, very short. I am very petite. I am only 4'6". I'm not lying about that. I swear to God. Like, people who have met me in person, for those of you who are watching who have met me in person, you know how short I am. That's not a lie. That's the only thing that kind of makes me feel uncomfortable about myself. But other than that, I really don't give a flying fuck what people think. Like, if people see my piercings or tattoos and they make a comment on them, like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, it's on my body, not yours. Don't worry about it. But I do get really annoyed when people kind of point out my height and how short I am and how tiny I am and how cute I am and how adorable I am. that kind of gets under my skin, but other than that, yeah, I don't give a fuck. The next one is from Mackie Lane, and they ask, I assume you're the loud one in a group of people. And you would be wrong. I am definitely not the loud one. I mean, if I'm with like my best friend and we're out having a good time, like, yeah, we get rowdy, we have fun, but I'm definitely not the most sociable type person. I do usually like to keep pretty quiet, so I wouldn't say I'm the loud one at all. She also says, I assume that you hate country music. True. I don't like country music. I think it is the biggest bullshit genre of music to ever exist in life. I can't stand it. I can't stand the tune of it. I can't stand how sappy and just blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't. Like, country music fucking sucks. And she actually asked a lot of them. And the other one she asked is, I assume you have a significant other that you're not telling us about. Wrong. I am very single. No men. Out of my life. Nope. No significant other for this girl. This is a really good one. This one is from Brew57EB. They said, I assume you are very good with money, have a lot of common sense, you're strong on the outside and sweet on the inside. That is very, very true. I am very independent. I do support myself 100%. You know, unless like a birthday or Christmas rolls around and I get money from my mom, but other than that, yes, I do everything by myself. I am very independent. I'm very good with my money. I always make sure my bills are paid. I do have a lot of common sense. I'm not very book smart, but I'm very like life smart. Like I didn't do very good in school, but I'm kind of kicking ass at this whole adult life thing. And I am a very strong person. I've seen a thing or two, but I'm still a little squishy little, you know, meatball on the inside, that's for sure. The next one is from MT Holland 28. They said, I assume you come across bitchy to a lot of people, but you're actually a sweetheart in real life. P.S. Love you. I love you too, and yes, you're very true. A lot of people, when they first meet me, their assumption of me right away is that I'm a bitch, I'm not a very nice person, when in reality, I just have a very severe case of resting bitch face, where people think I'm mean, people think I'm rude, people think I'm snobby, stuck up, think I'm better than them, and just an all-out bitch. When that's not true, it's just my face. If you come up and talk to me, like, I will be super, super nice to you. But if you piss me off, then yes, I will be a bitch. The next one is from Kaya Moon CFH. They said, I assume you keep your circle small. And yes, I do. I really only have one friend that I associate with. Everyone else, I just kind of keep at a distance. Me, my best friend, and my boss, those are like the two people that I keep pretty close to me. And my sister, obviously, but that's kind of like a no-brainer. Kisses for Kanda says, I assume you hate men. Yes, I do. Men are fucktards. The next one is from Janessa.P_2000. They said, I assume you're really sensitive despite how much of a badass you look. Yes, you are very, very correct on that. Like, a lot of these you guys are really, really good on. I am a very sensitive person. I do take a lot of things to heart. I do take other people's emotions and comments, especially if I'm really close to them. I do take what people say to heart, which is kind of like a flaw, I guess, because you really shouldn't go through life taking things personally. Like, I don't care what people think of me, but when someone really close to me says something that kind of hits, I am very sensitive to that. So on the exterior, I may look a certain way, but on the inside, I am very, very sensitive, very sweet. You know, I definitely have that side of me. Glamgirl_1238 says, I assume you're a bitch in person. Just kidding, love you, girl. I love you too, and yeah, sometimes I can be a bitch. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it. The next one is from Keen. I think that's how you say it. They said, I assume you grew up listening to heavy metal and hard rock. Not true. I actually grew up listening to a lot of Frank Sinatra, a lot of Whitney Houston, a lot of ABBA, a lot of like old classic songs. I didn't actually get into like heavy metal and rock until I was about 13 years old. That's kind of when I discovered that side of things, but I definitely didn't like, you know, grow up with it, if that makes sense. The next one is from S734RNS, and they said, I assume that you suffer with bipolar disorder. That's actually a really good one. I've never been diagnosed, like, by a doctor, but a lot of people in my family assume that I have bipolar disorder. I've just never really addressed it, and I've never talked to a doctor about it. I wouldn't say that I don't, but I wouldn't say that I do, just because I haven't been, like, officially diagnosed, but you know, there are some times where I'm really up here, really down here, and it happens in like a flash. I think that's kind of how bipolar disorder works, but again, I'm not sure. I don't really want to like, you know, step on a disorder without fully knowing, but yeah, I have had people, even people really close to my life, tell me that they think I do suffer from bipolar disorder. The next one is from Matt585_, and he said, I assume you don't really get out of the house. Yes, you are true. I definitely like to stay inside. I don't really like to go anywhere. The next one is from XOXo, and they said, I assume you are a picky eater. And yes, you are definitely true. I like what I like. I don't really like to venture off into different foods. I don't like to try anything new because I usually almost all the time don't like it. So I have very specific things that I like to eat, and I don't really like to mix it up. Even when I go out to a restaurant, I usually always get like the same thing every single time, and I don't like to like switch it up. The next one is from _KT_XOXO. They said, I assume that you've been through a lot in life and you are strong because of it. True. So much truth. Very, very right on. The next one is from Leah Marie 0909. I assume you and Shane are friends with benefits. Kind of true, but not anymore. Shane was my ex-boyfriend. We broke up, but we still were hooking up, which I know is bad. You shouldn't do that with an ex, I know. But we were, but we are not anymore. I put a stop to that. No. The next one is from Vera Orbanik. I think that's how you say that. They said, I assume for some reason I think you are a very sexual person. Haha. You wouldn't be that wrong. I don't have like the biggest sex drive to like have actual intercourse, but I am a very sexual person. I do like to talk about sex. I do have very sexual humor. I am very perverted at times, but as far as like my own personal sex drive and libido, I think libido, is that how you say that? I think it's not very big. I haven't slept with a lot of people. I don't really like to have sex unless I am just like head over heels with somebody. I don't just hook up to hook up. I have to really, really like someone. That's the only way I can be like intimate with somebody, if that makes sense. Jess_08767 says, I assume that you're a smoker. And yes, you're right. I have tried to quit about 8 times and I just can't fucking do it. So still a smoker, guilty as charged. The next one was from cat.laura. They said, I assume you were bad at school. I wouldn't say I was bad. I would say I was like mediocre, kind of bad at it. I definitely wasn't a straight A student. I had some A's, especially in English. That was like my best class. I had an A in forensics. Kill a bitch. And then like all my other grades were like B's and C's. And then I think I had like a D. So I mean, I wasn't like that bad at it, but I wasn't great at it. The next one is from Pick Your Nose. They said, I assume that because you're super small and closer to hell that you have demon anger. Oh my god, I love that. Closer to hell. That's fucking funny. Yeah, when I'm angry, I get fucking angry. So you're not wrong about that. The next one is from Alexa C. Doyle, and they said, I assume that you got suspended in high school for beating a bitch. No, I have never been in out of school suspension. I've never gotten in a fight in high school. I did get in school suspension a lot, maybe like 4 or 5 times, because I did wear jeans with holes in them and that wasn't allowed. So I did sit in school suspension a lot for dress code reasons, but I never got like expelled or suspended before. The next one is from Shampton_, and they said, I assume that you're mean. That makes me sad. I'm not that mean. The next one is from Nadja Vant. I hope I'm saying that right. They said, I assume you want Shane back. No! No, I don't. Like, we don't work as a relationship. Like, I don't want to, like, you know, name flaws. I definitely have flaws. I am not a perfect girlfriend by any means. It takes 2 people to ruin a relationship for sure, but him personally, he's just a little too immature, and he just has a lot to learn and a lot of growing to do before he can fully commit to somebody, and I don't have time to wait for that shit, you know? Like, I'm 25, okay? Time is running out. She also assumes you feel lonely at times. That is definitely true. I do have my moments where I am extremely lonely and I just want someone to cuddle with and be with and watch a movie with, and sometimes I cry because it sounds so pathetic, but sometimes I cry because of how lonely I get, but you know, after about like an hour I'm fine. But yeah, I do feel lonely, and I think it's very normal for humans to feel lonely at times because, you know, we're not put on this earth to be alone most of the time. We are definitely here for a purpose, we're here for a reason, and we're here to get through life with somebody else. So it is normal to feel lonely, and I do have my moments of it for sure. The next one is from Cara Gallo. They ask, I assume that you love coffee, LOL. Yes, I do, girl. I love me some lattes. The next one is from Chica Girl. They said, I assume that you hate being single, but you honestly want to have someone. I don't hate being single. I like being single. I like, you know, doing my own thing whenever I want and not having to worry about, you know, somebody else. Sometimes I do want a relationship, but at the same time, I don't think I'm fully ready to like commit to that sort of thing. I think you really, really have to want to be committed to really commit to that, you know, the whole word commit, you know, keyword there. Maybe eventually I'll be in a relationship someday, but honestly right now I'm not ready for that, and I don't want to waste somebody's time being in a relationship with them if I'm personally not ready for it, if that makes sense. The next one is from Jackie _ Fowler _ and they said, I assume that you only date guys with tattoos and piercings. That is definitely my aesthetic. That's definitely what I like in a guy, but I'm not gonna not date somebody because they don't have tattoos and piercings. Like, if I like you as a person, I don't give a shit if you have no tattoos or piercings. Like, I'm gonna like you for you, and I would never make somebody get a tattoo or piercing to please me. That's just not who I am. Especially like if I get to look how I want to look, I'm gonna let them look how they want to look, and you know, I'm not really gonna have any reservations towards that, but I don't look for that in a guy. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, he has no tattoos or piercings, I can't even look at him. Like, I'm just not like that. The next one is from abby.queer.sterling. The rest of the username isn't showing up, but they said, I assume you've been hit on by a girl before. And yes, I have. And when I quickly realized what was happening, I kind of flirted back, but then I was like, wait a minute, like, I don't want to lead this person on. Like, I'm not into girls personally. Like, I won't judge you if you are. That's totally fine. That's your life. But I definitely have been hit on by a girl. That's for sure. The next one is from Stella_me, and they asked, I assume you are a Trump supporter. No hate. Love you lots. Been watching you for 6 years. 6 years? Holy crap, that is such a long time. Well, thank you for sticking by and thank you for supporting me. As far as like politics go and where I stand on Trump and everything that's going on in the United States right now, I honestly try not to put too much attention on it. I'm not gonna lie, I was very excited when Trump took presidency, and that's just my own personal opinion. For those of you who are going to ask if I agree with the wall, I'm gonna say yes, I definitely agree with having a wall. That's just my own personal opinion. I'm not going to dive any more deep into that. You know, you're more than welcome to be entitled to your opinion. That's just mine. But as far as like being a Trump supporter, I don't like kiss his ass and follow every move he makes or anything like that. But yeah, I don't really know how else to answer that question without losing 6 million subscribers. The next question is from Tabber Girl, and they said, I assume you are open to love in the future, be that with a guy or a girl. And most definitely, I do want to be in love someday. I just haven't found it yet. And if it's the right person, and I know in my heart and in my soul that they are the person for me, I'm definitely down for it. And if it was with a girl, like, I would not be opposed to that. Like, if for some reason, you know, I started to find myself really falling for someone of the same sex, like, I would never try to stray away from that. Yeah, so I mean, with a guy or a girl, you know, that's great. The next one is from Amanda XD. They said, I assume you don't stress too much about the future. You're a go with the flow kind of girl. And I would say 50-50. I am definitely someone who is a really big stressor. I am someone who worries a lot. About the future, not too much. I mean, there's some times where I do kind of worry about certain things about my future. Like, you know, am I ever going to get married? Am I ever going to have kids? Because, you know, being 25, the older I get and, you know, the longer I stay single And if I do want to start a family someday, like, you know, that does kind of stress me out. Like, am I going to be too old to start a family? You know, things like that. But other than that, I am kind of like go with the flow, just take one day at a time. So yeah, I would say like 50-50 on that. The next one is from Kylie_Jean19. They said, I assume that you're scared of commitment. And yes, I am, because I'm so used to being independent. I'm so used to, like, you know, doing my own thing on my own terms with my own money, that kind of committing with another person and kind of sharing a life with another person does kind of scare me. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I think this is going to get really deep, but I think that's kind of the reason why a lot of my relationships have failed, because I fail to commit with certain people. Because I'm just so used to, like, me, like, you know, this is my stuff, this is my life, this is my money, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's kind of where I am flawed. So I kind of have to be more open-minded to it. The next one is from Lucy Spirit Art. I think I'm saying that right. They said, I assume you prefer dogs to humans. Truth. Yes, I do. The next one is from Frenchie XOX, and they said, I assume you're caring and loyal to people you care about. And that is 100% true. If I truly love you and care about you, I will literally be there for you, like, ride or die. Like, my best friend knows this. She knows I would flip a goddamn mountain for her. Like, when I love someone and I care about someone so much, like, I would do anything for them. The next one is from Timmerman Aurora_. They said, I assume that you have a great sex toy collection. And I have a few toys, but I have one that I absolutely love. But I don't have like a huge collection. I just need one and I'm good. I'm good to go. The next one is from Catus_tattoos. They said, I assume you'd swap your amazing figure for big boobs. And maybe for a day, would I like swap it permanently? Probably not, because, you know, there are a lot of downsides that come with having big boobs, and I am definitely aware of that. But if I ever decide to get boobs, you know, I would get a boob job and call it good. But I'm okay with the way I look, but I feel like it'd be fun to swap someone with big boobs for a day, because, like, how fun would that be? The next one is from _Claudia_R_, and they said, I assume you had a lot of friends in high school. And that is not true. I was very much a loner in high school. Like, I had a few friends and I had a few people that I would like talk to and stuff, but I definitely wasn't popular and I didn't have like a lot of friends. I definitely had more friends in middle school than I did in high school. The next one is from probably Vanessa. Says, I assume you want to live in Maine. And I don't know about live in Maine. I definitely 100% for sure want to visit Maine. And if I did fall in love with it, like I think I'm going to. For those of you who don't know, I have this like kind of weird obsession with the state of Maine. I feel like some reason I feel like I need to go there. And I've never been to Maine, but I really, really want to go. But if I like really did fall in love with Maine, I would probably move there, but you know, I just want to visit first. Next one is from Rhythm of Life, and they said, I assume you'll never be done getting tattoos and piercings. I mean, there is definitely a point where you do have to stop, especially like if you cover yourself for like 100% with like tattoos and piercings. I'm never going to go to that degree because that's just personally not what I'm into, but I definitely do want more, and I will know when it's time to stop. I will know when I feel complete. Am I there yet? Absolutely not. There's a ton more stuff that I want, but obviously that is going to take time and money and all that good stuff. So right now I'm not done, but one day I will be. The next one is from Ashley XO_OX. Says, I assume that you work hard and love your pups a lot. You are definitely correct. I absolutely love my dogs. They are my entire life. They are the reason I get up in the morning. They are the reason I have a smile on my face. So yes, I definitely do love my dogs a lot. I do consider them my children. Whether you may think that's healthy or not, they are definitely my babies. They always will be my babies. And I do work very hard. Obviously, like I did say earlier, I am very independent. I do support myself, and I do feel like that takes a lot of hard work. Yeah, I would definitely say that I am a hard worker, but there are definitely days where I can be lazy as well. The next one is from Liam Franny, and they said, I assume your favorite color to dye your hair is pink. And pink was one of my favorite colors, but black is definitely where I am meant to be. I love my black hair. I have like a sick obsession with my black hair. Like, yes, I really enjoyed having pink hair. That was definitely one of my favorites that I've ever had. but I am very, very comfortable in my black hair. I don't think I would be able to handle, and I know this sounds superficial and like first world problems, but I honestly don't think I would be able to like mentally handle not having black hair. I love having black hair, and I don't want to get rid of it anytime soon. The next one is from Grace.Wallach, and I think that's how you say that. I hope I didn't just butcher that. They said, I assume you used to be very insecure, and yes, you are 100% right. I did used to struggle with insecurity a lot, but honestly, the older I get, I've just learned to just like accept what I look like and work with what I have, because there's really, at the end of the day, no matter how much crying and complaining and, you know, tearing yourself down, that's not going to make you look any better. So it's best to just look in the mirror and say, yes, this is what I look like. This is what I have. This is what I was blessed with. Let's just do it. And of course, it's very natural as humans to want to change certain things about ourselves, and that's totally fine, but I just haven't taken that plunge, and I just haven't had that desire to do so. I'm much happier with myself now. And yeah, there are days where I do feel insecure about certain things, but you know, I don't tear myself down about it, and I'm not as insecure as I used to be. The next one is from Daha Malama. I think I'm saying that right. They said, I assume you're still in love with your ex, but don't want to admit it. Why are there so many questions about my ex on here? Jesus fucking Christ. No, I'm not in love with my ex. Like, I'm not lying about that. Like, we broke up. It's over. It's done. I've accepted it. You know, time to move on. No point in dwelling on something that can't change. Little.Lexa said, I assume you have really bad luck with men. Girl, you nailed that one right on the fucking head. The next one is from Keza_Jane26. They said, I assume that you want more dogs. Yes, if I had the space and the time and the money to get more dogs, I would love to have more dogs, but I have my hands full with 2 of them, so I can't handle another one right now, but you know, if things were different, I would love to have more dogs. And then the very last one that I'm going to answer for this assumptions videos is from Dawn201965. They said, I assume that you like to watch anime and read manga. And the answer is no, I don't. I've never really been into anime. I've never read, you know, any sort of manga, or I don't even know what that is, honestly, but it's just not my thing. It just isn't entertaining to me. I mean, if that's your thing, that's totally cool, and I love that, but I just never really got into it. I'm not that big of a fan of it. Okay, everybody, and that was everything that I had for answering your assumptions video. You guys asked a lot of really good questions, and you guys know me actually pretty well, so I'm pretty impressed with you guys, so round of applause for you. That just goes to show that everything you see in my videos is transparent and real, and I am who I am, and what you see is what you get, pretty much. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing it. I've been seeing this video go around for quite a bit, and I thought it would be really, really fun, especially for people who want to get to know me a little bit more. These videos are just always kind of like fun and refreshing to do here on my channel, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to go down and give me a huge, huge thumbs up. It really does help my channel a lot. If you are new here, I do upload every 3 to 4 days on this channel, so make sure you go down and hit that red subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media links, which are always linked in the description box. But as always, I will see you guys very, very soon in my next video. I love you guys. Bye!